Coming up on Playwrights Round Table, a father and daughter struggle to survive in a post-apocalyptic world. Will a mysterious female stranger get in their way? Welcome to Playwrights Round Table. I'm your host, Al Pergandy. PRT is Central Florida's only year-round producer of original stage works. In our unique page-to-stage environment, writers are nurtured and critiqued through free monthly workshops. Eventually, many scripts are transformed into one-act plays and showcased on stage. Next up is A Hazy Shade, written by David Strauss and directed by Chuck Dent. Enjoy the show.
What was that?
Just the forest. You can go back to sleep. Dream of crowded city streets. If you're not that opposed to the idea, I'd prefer if you didn't point that thing right at my chest.
Oh, yeah. Just being careful. I don't know you know. First time I've slept near another person in I don't know how long, and since then I've seen some things I can't forget, no matter how hard I try, you know? Besides, you never know when you're gonna run into an eater, or worse. Are you gonna play?
No, I always wanted to learn. I never did. I was trying to remember the song from when I was a kid, you know, before. It was, dun 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 dun. Forget it. It's just not there anymore.
Doesn't really matter now, huh? I mean, can't barely remember what music sounds like anyway. Kind of irrelevant, just another memory lost to time. Hell, can't remember last time I saw a kid. How old was she when it came down?
She had just turned 5.
So she's, what, like 10?
12.
It's been 7 years? Damn.
7 years, 2 months, 3 days. Of course, I didn't start keeping track until after the TV stations went off the air, but by my measure, we're in late September 2029. Bruce Springsteen would have just turned 80 if he wasn't dead like everybody else in Jersey. So after sharing our food and our fire, I'm going to ask something in return.
What?
I'd like to know your name.
What's yours?
Okay, fair enough. I'm Derek. My daughter here is Hope.
Hope? Seriously?
Yeah, the irony filter in that ran out years ago, okay?
I'm Allison.
Nice to meet you, Allison.
My friends called me Allie.
Okay, Allie.
Didn't say you were a friend. It's okay, just don't think we're lifelong buddies or anything.
Okay, got it.
I like your gun.
Thanks, it does the job, I guess. You know, Andrea would have gotten a kick out of me being this survivalist type. I so wasn't the alpha male.
Andrea?
My wife, she died in the very first wave. We had this little place outside Philly, and where were you when it started?
Charlottesville. I went up to UVA, visit my boyfriend that night, and he canceled a date. Said he wasn't feeling well. 24 hours later, he was dead. And 48 hours after that, so were my parents, my brother, The mailman, the creepy old guy at the 7-Eleven, the old man at the bank, and neighbors on both sides, and everybody all up and down the street. And I didn't even get a runny nose. I refused to come out of my house for a month because I thought I was the only person left alive anywhere. Crazy, huh?
Yeah, well, you know, when the world went crazy, I think being crazy was the only sane response. I used to think this is as bad as it gets, right? It can't get any worse. And then every day it just got worse, right?
My dad used to say that's what they should have put on our currency instead of whatever was written there. We hope it doesn't get worse.
Yeah.
Hey, is there any peanut butter left?
In the whole world, perhaps.
I meant in your bag. I could smell it on your breath.
You don't ask for much, do you? Yeah. Found a couple of jars in the back of a old supermarket a couple weeks ago. Hold on. There you go.
My brother... My brother used to have this handheld video game. We used to sit out on the porch eating PB&J sandwiches and playing that thing for hours and hours every night.
Well, you know, maybe somewhere there's some secret government base that survived and it's full of peanut butter. You know, we'll wake up one morning and the helicopters will come flying up over the forest looking for survivors.
You know, it's more likely you and her are the only two father and daughter left alive on the planet. Anyway, I guess I just didn't understand, you know, why I survived and everybody I knew was dead.
Did you find a reason?
I was, sleeping out on Blue Ridge. It was what my dad used to call glaucoma morning. The mist, the fog, it made it so the whole world was just a little out of focus. But just at that moment, I heard the cry of an eagle, and the sun broke through. And it was just this beautiful shower of light. And I don't know if it was God or whatever, but it just seemed like there was still beauty in the world, you know, and I just had to keep looking for it.
Wow.
And no, deep, right?
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna go grab some cornmeal. I'll be right back.
I'll be here. So, how long you been awake?
A while. How'd you know?
There is not one creature in nature who could fake sleep better than a 12-year-old girl, but of course, I once was a 12-year-old girl.
It's just been the two of us for a long time. I don't need a mom. You'd be a distraction.
Oh, well, I'm not trying to be your mom, kid. I just was planning on moving on after a decent night's sleep and some good food anyway. It's been a long time since I've had either one.
I'll just tell him you left while he was gone to avoid a big goodbye. Do you know he gives me a single bite of that peanut butter every few days? And now he shares it with you. What the hell have you ever done for him?
Look, I'm not here to take your food, okay? You know, actually, I'm a pretty good shot. I wouldn't have survived this long if I wasn't. I could help if I stayed.
Don't care. He still remembers what he calls the old world. This is all I've known. Having you around, making him think about full supermarkets and drive-through pizza and heated swimming pools. We don't need that. He'd get soft. I need him the way he is.
Wow. Little, territorial, huh?
Call it what you want. I call it staying alive.
Okay, look, I don't care what you call it. I'm not gonna stand here and fight with the... I'm talking... What are you... What?
Close your eyes. No, trust me. Okay?
Batteries? Where'd you get batteries? Do they work?
We found them in the back of an old Radio Shack. Now, if I remember my high school chemistry, the shelf life of a good alkaline battery is about 8 or 9 years, so they might.
You know, I could really use a taser if you want to give a girl a gift.
We found this a little while ago. I haven't had the heart to see if it still works. You want to give it a shot?
And if your hopes should pass away...
Well, it's worth a shot, right? Oh, you know what? I forgot to get the cornmeal. I'll be right back, okay?
He doesn't need you around.
He wants me around.
So, is that going to keep the guns working? Is that going to get us enough food to last the winter? Is that going to keep us from getting sick if we get caught in the rain?
You know, if I stay, sooner or later he'll have to make a choice.
You think he'd choose to keep you? I'm the one that keeps him going every time he cries himself to sleep over my mom and the world that doesn't exist. What have you done?
Look, the human race is done for, okay? Finished. The center cannot hold, as somebody once said. But I envy you both. You have each other. Look, maybe I can stay for just a little while, you know? Maybe just a few weeks of some good company, some food, and maybe a few smiles from a handsome guy. Just the slightest, tiniest slice of normality in a world without any normal left. The post-nuclear family, huh? What do you say? Hope?
I say it's time for you to get moving, Allison.
You know, I'm sure you know how to use that. But I gotta tell you, my gun is right here in my holster, and I am not only a good shot, I am a fast one, too. I did not want to kill anybody today, but I swear to God I will. Okay, fine. Just fine. Forget it, okay? Should have known. Just tell your dad I said thanks for the food and conversation. And tell him the sky is a hazy shade of winter. He's going to want to know somebody else remembers.
Bang.
Hey, honey, where's Allie? The girl.
She left. Said she just preferred to be alone.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dad, you know we have about 13 miles to go to get to Greenville before dark? We'll need to hit up the pharmacy and the gun shop for ammunition.
Sure.
You grab the food, I'll grab the gear, make sure your weapon is loaded and ready, and be ready to go in 10, all right?
Okay, sure.
Dad!
Thanks for watching Playwrights Round Table. Are you a budding playwright? Many of our writers have gone on to present their works around the country. Or maybe you'd like feedback on your works in progress. See what's happening at theprt.com and check out our monthly meetings. Or join us on Facebook. I'm Al Pergandy, and I'll see you at the theater.